Hi everyone, welcome to this week's unusual setting. We're in the woods this week, so we thought we'd just do a quick video, as we know it's been nearly 7 days since we last did one. So this one is mainly what people have been seeing in the group and having insights. That's what happens in our groups. And one of them was there's nothing needed to change because it's all perfect. So there was a couple of people, one that saw it's all perfect and the other one so that there was nothing to change. So we're in nature now, there's no commentary needed here. Everything is just like a happening, an unfoldment of nature. The birds are tweeting, the squirrels are getting what do they,
nuts,
nuts, squirrel farm,
acorns,
and everything is just unfolding perfectly. And that's it with our lives too. It's only when we say, oh, but that shouldn't happen over there and this shouldn't happen and this needs to change, when you really look at it from the point of view of what you are, not what you think you are, which is the limited, localized person. You're not that. When you look at it from your true self, there's nothing needed to change. It's all perfect. And when your focus is on, it's all perfect, guess what happens? That unfolds even more. You remember even more of the perfection that you are. And the you, as I've said before, isn't the person. That's not the you. All this around, this localised that I call me, that I call Colette, the localised that I call Mark, this is all within the one thing that we are. All this nature that we label, it doesn't need us to describe it. And by not describing it, it doesn't disappear. It all carries on unfolding perfectly, all in balance. And that is what we point to. And we're going to talk about this more in our next group meeting, which is in October. I can't remember the date. But I will put it on the link below. Yeah, where we'll go deeper even into this, which is not deeper, it's more of nudging ourselves this to remember more of what we are. Would you like to add anything?
No, it's just that everything's perfect apart from the thought that it's not. So we have a thought that there's something wrong, there's something that you need to do. Oh, it'll be perfect when this happens or when that happens. But that's just a thought. And if you don't accept that thought as true and see that it's just a thought and that's all it is, everything is perfect. It's just when you believe that there's something to get, there's something to do, there's something to have, that's just a thought of limitation. That's just saying it's not perfect right now.
Then you get more of that, not
Yeah.
perfect.
So what was that fella that said something? Was it? I don't know. I can't remember his name. But he said, "What's wrong with now when you don't think about it?" Yeah. Adamson. But it's true, isn't it? Because when you're not thinking, when you're in that just state of peace, being, just that awareness, everything's right here, right now, and then the mind will come and say, "Oh boy, I've got to do this now, or this is something missing," and then as soon as you accept that truth, that there's accepted as truth, that there's something missing, it's not the truth. But when you accept that thought as, "Oh, that's my thought, and that's the truth," you experience something missing straight away. But it isn't the truth because peace is here right now, isn't it?
And the indicator that you're in the mind is because it's judging, it's saying it's not enough, you're not enough, your life's not enough. That's just the indicator you're in the mind, because when you're just your true self, you know it's more than enough. Look at this life, it's more than enough, it's perfect. And it's being still in that presence that you are, that it more unfolds, you remember more.
That's what I was going to just say then, presence. Just being aware of what is right here, right now. The awareness of breathing, the awareness of being sat on this log, the awareness of holding this camera in my hand.
Not very still.
I know, I can't do it. The awareness of the birds singing, the awareness of the air on my face, not the hair, the air.
Yeah.
That's always there. It's that presence of being, that aliveness that we are, that's always there. And you can't escape that. Because if you could escape it, you wouldn't know you was here. If you weren't aware of being here, if you weren't aware of that presence of being here right now, how would you know you were here otherwise? And that, you can't escape that. I think someone said it's nearer than hands and feet, because it's actually you. See, we think this presence is something outside of us that we have to get to now and again. Or if we're still, we can feel that presence. You're always that presence. You're the presence when the thoughts are going mad. You're the presence when the thoughts are still. You're the presence when you're running, being chased. Or you're the presence when you're sat there, not being chased. The presence is always there. If you didn't have that presence, if you weren't that awareness, you wouldn't recognise anything. You wouldn't even exist without awareness.
So it's seeing that there is nothing to change. That's it, there is nothing to change. Life is perfect, and from that focus, from that, you'll see more of that unfold. But when you're saying it needs to change, you're focused on something's wrong here. Actually, wouldn't say it needs to change. There's your indicator, what you're focused on, and that will mirror back. It needs to change because there's something wrong, but you're not saying there's something wrong, you're just saying it needs to change. But that's what's behind that, what you've just said. So when you really say, yeah, that's why nothing looks perfect, is because you're not in the perfect mode. Well, you are always in the perfect mode, but you're not saying it's all perfect, because the real truth is it's all perfect, and it's all perfect now. It never gets to perfection. It's all perfection now. There's nothing in this moment, and it's always this moment that needs to change.
That's the mirror.
Yeah.
That's the, like, whatever you focus on, whatever you see, you get mirrored back. Yeah. So when you're thinking sad thoughts or thoughts of lack and limitation, you see that mirrored back to you. It's expressed back to you. It's just a mirror. So you're in this inner dialogue you're talking to all day long, you know, this inner conversation. What are you saying to yourself? Are you saying really good things, or you're not saying anything, which is just as good, or you're just having this inner dialogue saying, I don't like this, I don't like that, this is not right, I'm not that good, I don't feel that good today. Because this awareness doesn't judge anything, it doesn't have any judge, it just shows you exactly what you're thinking about.
What you're calling is truth.
So we think the outside is affecting us, but the outside is just a mirror to what we're thinking about. That inner dialogue that we keep going on about.
That story we're telling day in, day out.
Yeah.
That things aren't changing, things need to change.
So where do you keep going back to? I think Neville Goddard said this, is where you dwell, where you live. So you can think, oh, everything's okay, and then but you come back to, but it's not. Everything's okay again, but it's not. That's like being double-minded. But it's knowing that you don't have to believe the thought that it's not, because that's not your thought. That's just a thought that comes in. And if you see that the thoughts aren't real, anything that's limited, that's lackful, that makes you feel unease, that's not the truth, because you are ease, you are peace. So anything that's opposite from that is a lie. So you don't have to go with it. You just say, oh, that's not the truth. And if you don't accept that thought as yours, everything changes instantaneously. It doesn't take time. As soon as you have a different thought, a thought of peace, or your mind goes quiet, you feel the peace straight away. So it's instant. It's not, you don't have to wait for it. It's instant.
It's just that you've changed your focus. Again, it's not change really. It's just everything's there, and instead of your focus being, oh, it's not enough, there's not enough.
It's
your
not
focus has kind of gone, oh, there's more enough. So that's not change there. If you went back there, you'd still be in the mindset of there's not enough, but your focus has changed to there's more than enough. There isn't really a movement, but we're pointing to that.
You're just mirroring back. It's a reflection. So everything's here right now. When you change the angle of the mirror, you see a different reflection.
Yeah.
So it's all you. So when you change, your thoughts are the angle. So if you're thinking things, oh, look at how the world is going, it's not that good, that's the reflection you see back. But when you say, you know what, everything's fine, I'm peaceful, that life is wonderful. There's nothing to do. It's all here right now. The peace is here right now. You've changed the angle. So when you change the angle of the mirror, you see more reflection of peace and love. When you change it the opposite way and look at that, you see a reflection of that.
And that's it.
That's
It's
it.
that simple.
Yeah.
So we hope you'll join us in our next group next month in October, and I'll put the dates and everything. And until then, keep watching the videos, like and share. And I forgot to do it at the beginning. I've done it at the end again. So yeah, like, share, subscribe to our videos, and also, yeah, if you've not already looked at Mark's book, have a look. It's an amazing book. Okay.
Oh yeah. Remembering the infinite, and we do one-to-ones, don't we?
Yeah, yeah, and we do one-to-ones as well. Okay, till the next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.